Hello everybody. So I've just done a run of Campanella on Toast and have been pleasantly surprised by something. I am going to bring it to you now in a exodia run. Now we've got all 4 relics unlocked. I think it's about time that I shoot off the changes with Toast. Toast has received some of best love, I think, of all the breakers, really. Of course, we have Valkyrie, who is a new breaker, but generally, I think Toast received best quality of life updates in this 1.0 update. I know certain people in the Discord are going to be very happy when I say that. Basically, Toast, in the current version of the game, not 1.0, but the current version that most people will be before this version of the game goes live, not the full release version, but the access, Toast has some issues. People harp on Toast and struggle with Toast due to his little quirks and how tough he is to get going and play and manage, because he generally has some problems, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's pretty bad when you're trying to get Toast to function, and he struggles so much in comparison to other breakers due to the way that he plays, aka can't play melee, because when he melees he can no longer use his survival skill whilst attacking, which causes him to get hit by things and causes issues with his general quality of gameplay, as well as he has some awkward scaling issues in certain aspects where he only really can use Venom Caster, because he doesn't use Venom Caster, he doesn't have poison, and then if he doesn't have poison, he doesn't melt the health bars of the healthier bosses. And then on top of that, he just also has this issue of can't be quite close range, because if he's too close he gets cleaved down, and then if he stands too far back he's not in range to actually hit enemies, but then he has to place his shields have an awkward circle buff around them. All these awkward things with Toast in the live version of the game. Well, in this version of the game, say this version, I mean full release that everyone's going to be able to have access to and enjoy very, very soon, he has a lot of quality of life buffs. So first buff is, and I'm going to show it now, is if I equip a melee weapon on Toast, if I wanted to play melee Toast in the live version, in the current version of the game, I would have to swing my weapon and then wait for the end and then survival skill. But now they've changed it. You can survival skill during any of these melee swings, and you can counter, like you can do whatever you want and finish your melee and play melee Toast to your heart's content. This is all great. I probably wouldn't do that. I'll probably do a run or two at some point just to showcase it, but I probably wouldn't play melee Toast because I much prefer range Toast. The other update he's got when it comes to weapons is all the heavier breakers. Now their missile launcher, the fire rate of the missile launcher has been dramatically improved upon. So in the live, in the early access version of the game, the missile launcher's reload animation is very long, so it kind of opts you to have to go with a infinite mag style thing or a way of increasing your magazine size to circumvent that. Now, the reload speed is much, much faster. You don't have to wait nearly as long at all to be able to fire off the missile launcher again. It's about the same fire speed as if you were shooting normally in the early access version with a magazine size but no attack speed increases. Is about the same fire rate as what it is now to reload the weapon normally. This is fantastic. We really, really like this change. This means Toast can, if he chooses, use other relics. He doesn't have to go infinite mags, he doesn't have to go magazine increases, he can just go pure damage and still run a missile launcher. It's fantastic. The other major update Toast had is with his skill upgrades. Toast now has access to 100% critical hit chance after using Crash Wave. This is huge. This is fantastic. There's a reason why we took stuff like this on liner all the time. Being able to ignore critical chance relics saves you a lot of money in the long run, but also increases your damage by a metric ton because of the fact you're just always dealing double damage minimum. So on top of that, he's had some changes to his energy wall skills. They still do kind of the same thing you would expect when they apply buffs, but if I now buy one and just equip it real quick, show it. When you throw down your energy shield, the circle is around you when you first place it. It's not around the barricade. The barricade is at the edge of it, and you can use all of this surface area behind it and get much more buff range. This means you can do things like this and have a lot more room to work with. This means you're a lot safer behind bosses, like when you're playing against a wind shark and those tornadoes curve round sometimes, or you're playing against a protean beast and he's leaping around all the time and you're wanting to block his fireballs during his stomping phase, all that sort of stuff. It's much easier. Also means you can do stuff like this. You can just throw it around and have your allies just have all this as well. Elsa's worms, for example. These are basically the same as Elsa's worm circles in terms of size. So you could put one here, walk over here, put another one, and just have the same circle radius as Elsa's worms and double dip.
Accessing breaker system.
But for the run, we are going to put on the crash wave upgrade that gives us crit. And then we're going to go from there. We're just going to see what we can do. I'm not quite sure what to expect. I'm not going to look for a good lineup at all. We're just going to go. This isn't bad. This is okay, actually. Toast does explosive damage, so we can stop healing. That's actually really good. We've also got one of the new bosses in here. Planet 4, we've got Mecha Prowler. Can show him again. Let's check our upgrades. We've got attack speed here. We've got no ammo use here, so either of these is really good. We're going to go for the no ammo use. And then in here we have Blast Sight. Blast Sight is, well, it's basically explosive scope. It's not great, but it's still free damage. We're just going to pick it up. Having Missile Launcher have bonus hit. The other thing it doesn't say on the tooltip here, but I should have shown it when we went into the terminal, is Missile Launcher now applies burn on here as well. So we have other access to burn for breakers like Quake, for example. So we're going to go in, we're going to immediately throw down a Singularity, we're going to Crash Wave, and then we're going to just throw down a Barrier, counterattack off of that, and we're just going to do damage. Look at this damage that Toast does now. This is amazing. This feels great. And this is only going to get higher within the run. Think about it. All we have to do is get a little bit more weapon power, some more crit damage available to us eventually, some attack speed if we manage to find some more attack speed other than just this fortune. Acceleration, sorry, and just lay into bosses. And this is Toast by himself as well. Imagine if we had someone like a Shuri on top of us, or someone to defense shred, like all these things to help him out as well. What's this? We are not going to be able to afford this, unfortunately, but that would be nice. That's the other thing as well. Look at the weapon talent for Missile Launcher. It's 100% critical damage. There's just too much synergy going on here for this not to be good for Toast. You pick up a Missile Launcher, 100% crit damage. You take Crash Wave, 100% crit chance. It's just fantastic. We're going to pick up the Crash Wave because it's harder to get attack power in general in comparison to weapon power. So we're just going to get whatever attack power we can. It's Crash Wave instantly. Oh, we missed. That's okay. And just pretty much just stand here and hit bosses. Like, he's kind of a monster now. It's amazing. None of this really satisfies us, so we're just gonna go on. The only downside to the heavier breakers now is that their maximum shield size is much lower than other breakers. Toast has a maximum shield of 2,000, but they do have a high health pool. Well, we're definitely going to be picking up the multiplier for our Singularity. What we got on this? More crit damage. We're definitely picking that up as well. We're probably going to run this the entire rundown unless something gross turns up. Let's bait the shots. Snake ground. Crit. Put down Singularity. Throw up a shield. And just lay into the boss. Look at this damage. It's amazing. If you compare this to like the kill speeds when I was playing Valkyrie, it's similar sort of damage, but with like not as fast as a DPS, I guess. So it's like we're doing about the same damage per hit, just the damage comes out a little bit slower. Throw up another barricade just in case, so we could just sit here with nothing breathed on. Clarity will also put down another one. I guess we should really like sit lengthways, that way we could just hold it in one spot and fire. Instead of using it like a shotgun. Alright, come on, what was in the shop? Was there something we're picking up after this? Let's drop that again. Go over here. Buff chip wouldn't be too bad to hit in, like, have our crit stay up for longer. I'm just checking the weapon talents and stuff to see if there's anything different. Total attack speed. Pick up high power rounds. Mecha Cat. So the thing that we have to look out for here is the fast swipes and the big old laser beams. Big old laser beams will end us pretty fast.
The enemy seems to be weak to
I haven't tested Gatling gun yet. I'm sure Gatling gun's probably good as well. Increase weapon power every second we're stationary, stacking up to 5 times, so that's 50% for free. That's all right. Also, if you look at the relic that's on the Gatling gun, these are things that are in the game now for those who like to play supportive type roles. There's relics you can equip that just buff your allies. It's very, very interesting. Roll once more. We'll pick up critical power chip afterwards. Critical damage is going to be a fantastic find wherever we can. Attack speed or weapon power. How much weapon power we got? 210 plus... Okay, none of this gets weapon power, so 210. What's attack speed? 130. Yeah, we'll go for the weapon power. The first thing first, let's get him to swipe. We'll run back. Crash wave on the last one. Throw down singularity, put up the shield just in case, and we'll just go and dodge off that. Oh, we didn't proc the dodge. Let's not get hit by that. If I've learned anything in my time playing video games, if something rees at you, it's probably a bad thing. Cool. Let's go on to the next floor. The couple of things that Toast is missing now that they have removed from him, he no longer has a burn multiplier, so he no longer does damage towards burn enemies, but this is kind of true for a lot of breakers now. A lot of breakers have had their multipliers removed from them. What is this one? Shield expansion module. Max shield increase, attack power when shield is active. That's pretty interesting. Why is it so low res? Okay. We'll pick up boss target. Boss target's nice. Press once. Max HP for allies. So like this as well. Plus 20% max HP for allies. Again, stuff like this with your allies using giant strength, it's only ever going to be a net positive. So you put like giant strength on all your allies, have a support player run the 20% max health, plus the skill power, plus the crit, and just be a beacon basically of buffs for your allies. Put down all our buffs. Hug in. Do damage. 233k crits. Get directly under the boss. They're probably going to nerf this at some point as well, the being able to stand directly under the hitbox to dodge that phase completely, but it's been like that since launch. Well, since the early access. I tried showcasing that via a written guide at some point, and it wasn't quite translated as well, so yeah, hopefully it's something that people adapt to if they never fix it, because it's kind of a free kill on this boss if you learn how to do that. You just stand directly. To be able to do that, the boss has to be in an attack animation, then you just tap your dodge and you can go directly underneath it. For heavier breakers that don't have a dodge but only have a guard, you have to basically counterattack to get inside, or use one of the weapons that force you to move. Explosion damage. That will buff this weapon as it does explosive. Going against a tree. Hopefully here we can show the strength of being able to prevent healing.
The enemy seems to be weak to explosive attack.
Attack speed, critical damage. I think we take the critical damage. Thank you very much. Skill power, cooldown. I think cooldown, so we can get access to our singularity more often, is probably better than having a bit of damage on a weapon power build. So we'll do this, put up all our stuff, and we're just going to sit here and AFK and hold down the fire button. Yeah, Toast is very strong now. This is fantastic. Pick up the attack speed now as well. Coming into Protean at 2 minute 35. Is this going to be faster than the Valkyrie speedrun? This wasn't even meant to be a speedrun. Is Toast just that strong now? I really hope they don't nerf Toast. He needs a time in the sun. People have memed on him for too long. He needs to just have a bit of fun. We're going to pick up the Singularity one just for the extra cooldown reduction. And so we can have the freedom of, if we need to move out the circle, we can. We'll just roll and see what we can get, I guess. Stuffing. Okay. What's the upgrade version of these? Small? Small. 1,000 more. But we're gonna come in. We're gonna wait for him to do an attack. Crash wave. Burn out singularity. Put up the shield for the buff. Do damage. Dodge. More damage. Skip a phase. What that? Oh, Toast, what have they done to you, my boy? Oh no! What have they done to you, my boy?
As a result of your performance, Master.
Oh
Thank
god. Alright, so that's Toast, I guess. As you can tell, Missile Launcher is very strong now. Toast is very strong now. 3 minutes 12 clear time. Yeah, Toast good. Thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you in the next one.